everyone, we're ready to read Roll With It by Jamie Sumner, and we are on chapter 7, and it is called False Start. I'm never going back. Honey, you have to tell me what happened. Mom is sitting next to me in our bedroom. I've pulled myself onto the bed, but I'm too tired to drag the quilt over me. It's yellow and covered in girls' bonnets. From this angle, it looks like they're little Pac-Mans about to attack my legs, my skinny, stupid, useless legs. Please, I can't make it better if I don't know. Mom smooths the hair back from my forehead and pulls the cuffs of my jeans down where they were bunched up around my ankles. Stop fussing. Well, start talking. I turn away from her and face the window. There's a squirrel staring in. He's holding half a walnut and freezes like he's been caught stealing. I watch him put it in his teeth and scamper away. I stay quiet and slow my breathing so Mom thinks I'm sleeping. Finally, I feel the bed shift when she gets up and leaves. I'm just starting to doze off for real when the door slides open again. Come on, get up now. We're going out to the porch. No, Mimi, it's too cold. She drags the wheelchair up next to the bed and locks it in place. You're a tough girl. You can handle it. No, not tough. I'm an invalid. Invalid. I want to say it, but I know she won't listen. There are certain statements Mimi refuses to hear. 10 minutes later, we are out on the porch, wrapped in a blanket and holding hot chocolate that is already only lukewarm. The garden looks shriveled and sad, like it'll never grow another living thing again. All right, your mama's in there walking a hole in my carpet because you won't talk to her. Now, it has been 1,000,000 years and a lifetime ago since I was in middle school, but I remember the feel of it. Those days stick to you like mud. Talking about it is the only way you're going to come clean again. I look into my mug. She says she gets it. But Mimi is a force of nature. I'm not strong like that. How am I supposed to make her understand? I promise, Ellie, you can talk to me, and I'll take as much of it away as I can, and we'll leave it behind us. You hear me? I look at her. Her small round eyes are as blue as the early morning. She pulls me in so my head's up against her shoulder, and her braid hangs down between us. I want to tug on it like I used to when I was little. Talking's not going to make it better, though. I want a time machine, but I tell her anyway. 8 hours earlier. Coralie's next to me in the van. We actually see the bus stop at the entrance to Royal Oak right as we turn off Alco onto the main road, and I make Mom wait until it's out of sight before we pick up Bert. The last thing we need is to be the handicapped van that tails the bus to school. Bert's sitting on his front steps. His trailer is bigger than ours and Coralie's put together, and it has a porch that wraps all the way around. I guess this is the rich end of the road. He gets up and, I kid you not, throws a man purse over his shoulder. Nice purse, Coralie says when we make him get in the front seat. It's a satchel, as you can see from the flap by which it closes. Purses traditionally have a zip or a clasp. Morning, Miss Cowan. He would have been right at home on the short bus. We kept to ourselves and did our thing and just assumed from day one that we were all up there on the weirdness scale. But here, oh man, what does a place like Eufaula do with a Bert? Or more to the point, what does Bert do with a place like this? Bert's parents just moved into Royal Oaks in the fall. Same time as me, Coralie says, leaning forward so the glitter from the heart on her sweatshirt sparkles. Right, Bert? That is correct. If it's not a purse, he sure hugs it like one. Bert has 12 brothers and sisters, though twins just graduated high school last year. Lucky number 13, I say. 13 is conventionally unlucky, he says, and that's the end of the small talk. As Mom is lowering me down from the lift next to the front doors of the school, she doesn't even try for the handicap spots. She says, "Now they don't have an official aide for you yet, but Rachel in the front office will do until Mrs. Rutherford can find someone permanent." "Mom, I don't need an aide." I whisper it because Coralie is waiting for me with her backpack slung over her arm, which is a purse in a leopard print. Bert has already wandered off. "Ellie, you had an aide back home. Lauren helped you get from class to class and in the restroom only when you needed her. I've instructed Rachel to do the same." "But I don't get as tired now. I'm stronger than I was. Please don't make some old lady follow me." Mom is zipping my lunch into my backpack and ignoring me. "Rachel isn't some old lady, honey. She's Evelyn's niece." "You have got to be kidding." "I am not." She hangs my backpack on the back of my chair. "And you will be fine, because you're right. You're stronger than you were, inside and out," she says, and kisses me. All right, stop with the mushy. I'm going," I grumble. None of the other kids look our way, but they shift, so me and Coralie are a bubble of aloneness in the crowd. I look back once, even though I wasn't going to, right before we move through the doors. Mom's still there, cupping her hands together like she's praying. Coralie is in A group, so she has a different homeroom. I end up having to say goodbye to her halfway down the hall. She blows me a kiss and straightens my backpack like Mom did. "Be good, honey baby child," she sings and walks away backward right as Rachel puts a hand on my wheel. Her face is powdered, so white, she looks like a ghost, except for the peach lipstick, which is also on her teeth. I remember Evelyn at church. It must be genetic. "Ready for your first big day?" She is not a big person, and she's not standing too close or anything, but something about her makes me want to shrink down in my chair like a turtle. She smells like that really strong perfume at the department store, the one they're always spraying in the air and trying to give away in free samples. "Thanks, I got it from here." "Okay, Lily, now if you need me, I'll be in the front office. And if you need to use the bathroom," she whispers, "just get a pass from your teacher and come find me." Never, 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 I think as I roll into homeroom. Homeroom with Mrs. Tilley is crowded. I mentally graph the room and immediately see that the desks are too close together for me to fit through. They are in 4 rows of 5, and bookshelves fill up every single wall. I start to breathe a little fast and clamp my mouth shut so nobody can tell. Mrs. Tilley isn't here yet, but almost every student is, and everyone freezes. I'm wearing jeans and a green sweater, the most basic thing I could find, but suddenly I feel naked. I don't know what to do. Normally, I use my wheelchair with my tray on it as my desk, and the teachers leave a blank spot open for me within all the other desks. I wheel forward toward the front door near the teacher's desk and try to scoot along the far wall. There are backpacks in the way. Everybody pretends not to notice, and nobody moves them. So I try to roll back around by the door, but one wheel gets caught on the edge of the rug in the area with a sign that says Reading Nook. I want to cry. I will not cry. Now I'm sweating. Where is the teacher? People start moving again, getting our books, sending last texts, probably about me, but nobody helps. I'm reversing out the door when I hear it. "Ellie, back here!" Bert is waving from the last row, And then he's standing and kicking backpacks out of the way like soccer balls, while 3 girls in front of him shout, "Don't touch my stuff!" Once the path is clear, I follow him back with my head down. The bell rings and Mrs. Tilly walks in 10 seconds late in a wave of flowy skirts and scarves. She is unsurprisingly also my English teacher. "Sorry, late, late, late. New Year's resolution already broken. Well, there's always next year, ha ha." She pauses, takes a big swig of coffee, and then holds her hands out. "Lily, I see you've made it. You go by Ellie, right?" The girls in front of Bert laugh into their hands. "Let's see if we can't do a little rearranging, shall we?" And then she makes everybody stand up and push all their desks 5 inches to the right, which basically does nothing. It is so screechingly loud, and I want to disappear. But that's the one thing you can't do in a wheelchair. Next to me, Bert is sharpening an old-fashioned number 2 pencil and is completely unaware of everything else going on in the room. For 1 second, I wish I could be like him. And then, because Mrs. Tilly was late and homeroom is only 10 minutes, the bell rings and I have to leave and do it all over again. And it happens in every class. And we'll stop there. I like how she has set up chapter 7. It starts out, of course, where she comes home and she's obviously really upset about how school went the first day. And then Jamie Sumner tells the story of her first day as a flashback. So I hope you're enjoying this book as much as I am. Remember, we sent a link out so you can contact Jamie Sumner, chat with her about what you like about the book, questions you have. So I hope that you are all doing that. All right, have a good day.